Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our 10th chapter of practice book, Perfect Progressive Tenses. In this, we will start with present perfect progressive. Let us discuss the worksheet number 1 first. The boy is asking a question, what are these players doing? And the girl is answering, they are practicing for the coming match against Australia. They have been exercising in the stadium since 6 o'clock in the morning. Rohit has been running around the stadium. Virat has been lifting weights and Varun has been skipping for 2 hours now. Now the question arises, when did the players start practicing? When did they start practicing? They have been exercising or practicing in the stadium since 6 o'clock in the morning. Are they still practicing or have they stopped? They are still practicing. So, what we have concluded in this, the work which started in the past and still going on. For that, we use present perfect progressive. That means has, have plus been plus first form of verb plus ing. So, present perfect progressive is used to talk about actions that started sometime in the past and are still continuing. I hope the meaning is clear. Now, let us discuss the worksheet number 2. Given below is a picture of Mr. Prasad's house. Look at the picture carefully and write what the various members of the family have been doing since evening. Do not forget to use the present perfect progressive. First one is Mr. Prasad has been watching TV. As you can see in the picture, he is Mr. Prasad and he has been watching movie. That means he started watching movie in the past and still he is watching. The work is still going on. Next is Mrs. Prasad. What Mrs. Prasad is doing? Cook porridge. Mrs. Prasad has been cooking porridge. As you can see in the picture, she has been cooking porridge. Next is Nikita, help mother. Nikita has been helping her mother. As you can see in the picture, Nikita has been helping her mother. Next is Dhruv, read book. Dhruv has been reading book. So like this, you will complete the rest of the worksheet. Now worksheet number 3. Given below are some situations. Try to find out the reasons behind these. You must guess at least 2 reasons for each situation. One example has been given to help you. Now one situation is given and you have to tell 2 reasons behind the situation. First one is, why is Seema's hair wet? First reason is because she has been swimming, and the second reason is because she has been walking in the rain. Next is, why is Neelu looking so tired? So any 2 reasons you can give. First one is because she has been running and the second one is because she has been working. Any reason can be there. So you can guess any 2 reasons and you have to write down these 2 reasons. Rest of the worksheet you will try yourself. Now in worksheet number 4, we will discuss about 2 main points. What are these 2 main points? That is since and for. Let us read the first 2 sentences. Rishi has been swimming since 4 o'clock. Rahul has been swimming for 1 hour. Now why I have used since and for in these sentences? For this, simple rules are there. We use since with the perfect progressive to talk about the starting point of an action. If the starting point of an action is given, then you have to use since. For example, in this, Rishi has been swimming since 4 o'clock. Now 4 o'clock is the starting point. He started at 4 o'clock. So when the particular point of time is given, then we will use since. For example, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, morning, evening, any month, any particular year like 1985, 2010. Okay, so when particular point of time is given, then we will use since. Now we use for with the perfect progressive to talk about a length of time. Length means the duration. If the duration of time is given, then we will use for. For example, Rahul has been swimming for 1 hour. Now 1 hour is the duration of time. 1 hour. If I am saying 10 hours, 1 year, 10 years, that is the duration of time. 3 months, 4 months. In this particular point of time is not given, only the duration of time is given. So when the duration of time is given, we will use for. I hope that is clear. Now come to worksheet number 5. Complete the following sentences using since for with the present perfect progressive tense. One example has been given to help you. First one is she has been preparing for her exam for 1 month. Now 1 month is the duration of time. So that's why I have used for. Next is brushing teeth 2 minutes. He has been brushing his teeth for 2 minutes. Because 2 minutes is the duration of time. So I have used for. 2 minutes is the duration of time. Next is shopping 3 hours. Again 3 hours is the duration of time. So I will use for. He has been shopping for 3 hours. Next is preparing soup evening. Now evening is the particular point of time. So I will use since. He has been preparing soup since evening. Next is cleaning room 10 o'clock. Again 10 o'clock is the particular point of time. So I will use since. He has been cleaning room since 10 o'clock. I hope it is clear. So rest of the worksheet you will try yourself. Now next point is past perfect progressive, where we can use past perfect progressive. Past perfect progressive tense is used to talk about an action that started before a certain point in the past and had continued up to that point. That means the work started in the past and it ended in the past. In present perfect, the work is still going on, but in past perfect progressive, the work ended in the past at the particular point of time. Okay. Let us take some example. It will become more clear to you. When Ravi reached the office, his clerk had been arranging files on the table. Now when Ravi reached office, his clerk had been arranging files on his table. And when he reached there, at that time the work was going on, but at the present it is not going on. It ended at that point. He had been doing his job efficiently for 8 years. Now he had been doing his job efficiently for 8 years. Raj, as usual, had been dreaming about winning a lottery and Jay had been talking on phone. So all these works, they started in the past and they ended in the past, but they continued till the point of speaking. Now worksheet number 7. Complete the following passage by filling in the blanks with the past perfect progressive. Now in all the blanks you have to fill past perfect progressive. Like this group had been prowling in the city for 4 months. The members dash at 2 levels. Operate. The members had been operating at 2 levels. 2 of them dash milk to the army headquarters. 2 of them had been supplying milk, and dash information about the set up. Had been collecting. It is had been collecting. So like this you will complete rest of the worksheet. Now worksheet number 8. A masked man had looted the cash kept in an office by threatening the cashier with a pistol. The police wanted to inquire what different people in the office had been doing at that time. Taking hints from the words provided, complete the following statements in the past perfect progressive tense. Police officer, what you had been doing when you heard the pistol shot? First one is I had been giving dictation to my secretary. Second is sleep in the cabin. sleep in the cabin. I had been sleeping in my cabin. I had been sleeping in my cabin. Next is talk on phone. I had been talking on phone. Next is work on computer. I had been working on computer. So like this you will try rest of the worksheet. Now worksheet number 9. Meet Madam Predicta. With her superpowers, she can see what a person had been doing just before meeting her. And not just that, she can also tell for how long or since when the person had been doing that particular thing. Look at the following pictures which she can see and write what various people had been doing before meeting her. One example has been done for you. So in the first one, sleep 3 hours. He had been sleeping for 3 hours. Now 3 hours is the duration of time. So I have used 4. He had been sleeping for 3 hours. Next is talk 1 hour. Again 1 hour is the duration of time. So he had been talking on phone for 1 hour. He had been talking on phone for 1 hour. Next is watch TV. Noon. Now noon is the particular point of time. So I will use since. He had been watching TV since noon. So like this you will try rest of the worksheet yourself. Now worksheet number 10. Read the following sentences and tick the correct options from the choices given in the boxes. First one is, she had been dancing since or for the age of 5. Now, age of 5. 5 is the particular point of time. So what I will use? I will use since. She had been dancing since the age of 5. Next is, they had been planning to start a dance group 10 years. Now 10 years is the duration of time. So I will use for. They had been planning to start a dance group for 10 years. 10 years is the duration of time. Next is, Ramit had been working in a school July 10. It is particular point of time. So I will use since. Ramit had been working in a school since July 10 before leaving it for a bank job. She had been learning French 1 year. Now 1 year is a span of time, duration of time. So I will use for. She had been learning French for 1 year. So like this you will complete rest of the worksheet. In do it yourself, editing errors are given. So you will try it yourself. That's all about this chapter. Thank you.